live, yeah. And we live.
It's hot. It's new. It's now. The Pure Focus Podcast. Every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. With artist spotlights, mental health, music industry information, business, life, and more. The Pure Focus Podcast. The epitome of the industry. Taking content to the next level. With your host, DJ Pinky. Check us out every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Pure Focus Podcast.
All right, y'all. Good evening. Good evening. I'm your
Good
host, DJ Pinky, and we are here today on Pure Focus Podcast, and it is called The Unlocked Voices. Today, I have the pleasure of having four special guests, and I'm going to start out by letting them introduce themselves, and then we're going to get right on in this thing. We'll start with the lady first, then, and then work our way around.
Hello, everybody. DJ Bobacious from Houston, Texas, straight out of Texas Fleet.
All right, gentlemen.
I go. What's up, everybody? I go by the name of DJ Big O, aka the Big Fella. 601 is what I represent, Mississippi.
All right.
They call me DJ D Bell, the Green Eye Monster. Killeen, Texas Fleet by way of New York.
All right.
And they call me Big Jazz out of Crystal Springs, Mississippi. I'm own spot called the Kandy Factory. I am a promoter. I do a little bit of
We lost. Okay, we didn't hear the ending part. All right. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today we are we gonna touch on a few things. We gonna sit around this table and we just gonna talk. Most of us know each other, some of us don't, but by the time we end this call, we gonna know each other. So by the time we end it. So the way we're gonna do this today, we're gonna do it a little different. If y'all want to ask each other's questions, you guys are welcome to ask a question and everybody can elaborate on it. Just however y'all want to do it, this how we gonna do it. We raw today and we just gonna flow. We gonna look at it from a DJ's perspective and from a promoter's perspective. We got artists, asking questions, about why DJs do this or why promoters do this. So I just thought I'd make it easy for you and I'll bring it to you. So any one of y'all want to start out with a question?
Well, let me ask you
I
a
have
question.
a question.
Oh, go ahead,
Go
on,
ahead,
Big
go
O.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, my question, I want to know what question has she been asked?
Have I been asked?
Yeah.
Oh, well, the question that I've been asked as a female, I get questions asked like, well, why don't females get on certain shows? Why don't females do this? First off, from a female's perspective and as a DJ, to me, you got to work for it. They're not gonna just give it to you, and that comes with anything in any type of business. Nobody's gonna give you something on a silver platter unless if your family rich, they're rich. But for me, I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go get her. I'm not gonna look for you to find me. I'm gonna find you. So as a DJ, I make friends with promoters. I make friends with other DJs. Just so hey, and I show my work. You got to show your work. I learned that from a few other fellow DJs. You know, you got to get out and you got to promote yourself. So you just can't wait on people to give it to you.
Okay, yeah, I definitely agree with that. And I would say, you know, just by talking to a lot of females, sometimes they feel like they don't get a first shot. But you know, just like you said, you got to work for it and show your worth. And in today's society, you know, when we go to a blues shop, majority of the crowd is female. And I've heard from from my place, I've heard a lot of females say, all she want to do is twerk. She ain't singing. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I feel like, you know, once you prove yourself and you show your crowd, that's when you're gonna start getting no opportunities because you have to show that you're worth bringing put on that stage.
Correct. Any of y'all want to elaborate on that? Vivacious.
Well, go ahead.
Hold on. Oh, you sound like a robot. Say it again.
Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, here's the thing about females. I hear a lot of them say they don't get their fair share as well, and they don't. They don't. But at the same time, when you get when that chance comes, you got to leave it all on the stage. That's being an artist. That's being a DJ. You got to do what you got to do because you already know you already behind the eight ball from the beginning and the end of it, from the beginning. So as a female, you got to come in there kind of like with a chip on your shoulder and prove yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like now. I'm not saying that a male DJ is better than a female DJ. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is it's more male dominated. So it's more. You probably have more males doing it, and that's what people look at. And that's just been the history of it. So at the same time, and I know females that can crush it. So what I'm saying, but they don't get the opportunity. But the thing is, now you have so many outlets out here. You have social media that you can just get on social media and go live and just show what it is you do. So it's not like back in the days, it's now you have social media where you have Facebook, TikTok. Sometimes you just go live for 20, 30 minutes and show your craft, show your skill set. And I guarantee you, because I'm gonna tell you something, now the way it's set up now, when promoters come looking for you, they are looking for what put people in the building. It's all about money. So if I look on Facebook or YouTube and I see what DJ Pinky got, let's just say 40, 50,000 followers, well, that's going to automatically make me stop and look, if that make any sense. So now when I stop and look and I see something that I like, well, that's when your chances are greater of getting booked because you're presenting yourself, you're promoting yourself. And I'm telling you, if you got 50,000 people following you, I mean, it's a reason. So, that's why I think social media have gotten so good as far as the advertising, the promoting of the artists, the DJs, the promoters, just everybody in the entertainment business. That's my share.
Green Eyes, Vivacious, you want to touch on it? You're
Yeah,
finished.
I'm gonna piggyback off of what Big O stated. Um, yes, there is an issue for as the industry recognizing the females, and the females got to go a little bit harder than the male, in a sense. And also, I had this question posed to me probably a year or something ago that a lot of female DJs having issues with. I'm gonna say the word quality, but I'm gonna give a different definition of quality. A lot of promoters are looking for that, shall I say, that Megan the Stallion type of female DJ, meaning that she has to have the banging body and everything that goes with it. Well, you have a lot of females out here who don't dress provocative per se in that manner, but they can go hard in the paint, just like the next guy DJ. I myself, I can dress up, but I don't dress provocative. And I have been told I didn't get picked because of the way I present myself, which I believe, is unfair to all the women out there. And that also goes in retrospect to some of the female artists as well. You have a bunch of them out there that can blow, but because of how they carry themselves or what
Mm-hmm.
they present that gender as, you cross them out because of how they are or what they, what their gender is. And I think that's not right. And it goes with some of the males too. If the male singer has a particular gender they go by, just because of who they say they are, they won't get it. So I think we need to reevaluate some things and stop overlooking people because of what their gender is or what they state their lifestyle is. It's not fair because a lot of DJs, female DJs and female artists out there, they can blow. They can go toe to toe with some of these guys out there. And I just think we need to, get some things together in retrospect, for everybody to come together collectively and everybody be treated fairly.
Green eyes.
Well, I'm actually going to piggyback off of what Vivacious said, and because that was going to be the first thing I was going to say is the fact that is it's not the fact that you can't get down. It's not the fact that you can't put 3-4 songs together. It's not the fact that you can put on the show. There's too many female DJs that's out here now that's promoting sex over DJing, and they want and I'm watching, I'm looking, I'm seeing the flyer, I'm looking, seeing it, and I'm like, is that what you're going to DJ in? Is that what you is that your show? That's crazy to me. Because like I said, I'm an old head. I grew up on the Coco Chanels and the Spinderellas
Correct.
and the even I don't know if y'all heard, even my cousin Wanda D, she was a DJ before she started doing all this overseas touring and stuff that she does now. And I think that's the problem where Big O was talking about social media. I believe social media is a dead spot for it because that's where they're seeing it at. They're seeing you out here half naked DJing in your house or DJing at the club or DJing here, and just because I got 50,000 followers doesn't mean I can DJ.
Correct.
Just because I got 100,000 followers don't mean I can put 3-4 songs together. I'll be the first one to say that. I follow this cat on the ground, and he was talking about, I guess, one of these what we like to call push button DJs, who they push button mix got messed up at a live show, and they out there doing, it's the EDM joint, but they out there got all these people out there, and your so-called live mix didn't work. So everybody's not putting in the craft, but the people who putting in the work can't get the work. The people who pretending to work is getting the work.
Correct.
So yeah, you hot in your spot. I'm all for it. I love to see a female get up there and get behind the one too. I don't care what they look like. If you can do what you can do what you does. And I'm gonna rock with you. I'm gonna be right there with you. Ooh, ow, get it. But if you can't play, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you can't play. I don't care how you feel about it. I've been doing this too long for you to be out here just pushing buttons. I mean, if that's the case, use your phone. Plug in your iTunes and use your phone. I want to see somebody put 3 songs together, put an instrumental on, talk to the crowd, get the crowd amped up. I don't want to see your body. I want to see your body of work, if that makes sense. So I'm with you, Vivacious, on that. I mean, it shouldn't matter what you look like. It shouldn't matter what, even when it comes to artistry with people, like you said, singing, I don't believe your gender should have anything to do with it. I mean, come
No,
on.
it shouldn't.
We like you said, we 80s kids. We've seen it all. You mean it shouldn't matter. I mean, come
If
on,
you're
man.
good, you're just good. If you're good, you're just good, man. If you're not,
Yeah,
you're just
that's
not.
We
yeah,
grew up with Boy
that's
George.
it. Bottom line. It shouldn't matter what gender you are or anything. If you're good, like
Mhm.
Big O say, if you're good, you're good.
Yeah, if you're gonna
Yeah.
sing, you're gonna sing. You're gonna play a guitar. You're gonna play a guitar. You're gonna rap. You're gonna rap. You're gonna DJ. You're gonna DJ. My gender, my color, the way I dress shouldn't have nothing to do with it. Because 9 times out of 10, if it's not a formal function, I got me on a nice polo or a t-shirt with my name on.
Well, I wear uniform, so they can't say anything. I wear my brand. I wear uniform. Or if I'm doing a really nice function, I'll find out what the dress attire is, and I'm gonna dress the part. Ain't gonna be no cleavage hanging. I'm gonna be real professional. And a lot of times too, it goes by how you sound. So, Mr. Jasmine, I got a question though. I got an artist on here. He says some of us get overlooked because we are new to the game, and a lot of DJs want us to pay. But how can we pay 1,000 DJs? We would love to pay each and every one of y'all because you guys and ladies are very important to us as artists. So, my question to you, for a new artist trying to come on your show, what are you looking for? What are you looking for in an artist to bring on your show? We'll just put it that
On
way.
the radio show or the Candy Factory?
The Candy Factory to put on your
Oh,
show.
on my show. Oh, we'll bring anybody on. Our show is geared towards new and upcoming artists. So if you are a new and upcoming artist, we want you on the show. We want your music. We want you to send us your clean music so we can play your music. Now I'm gonna tell you the truth. Now my DJ, he ain't gonna play no garbage. And a whole lot of DJs tell me the same thing. Man, I ain't playing that because they got a reputation to uphold. But Big O, I mean, he'll get anybody's shot. You know what I'm saying? All we need is your music. And if you want to come on the show, you can call me at 601-906-7084. Look, and we'll put you on the show Wednesday night, 8 p.m. If you want to come on, just holler at me. We'll put you there.
Okay.
I want to see everybody make it.
Right. Anybody want to elaborate on that before we move further?
Well, I can speak up on it as far as your music, man. The thing is, man, a lot of these artists don't even understand what it is. They don't even know. Um, you got a lot of artists don't even know the service back is. And that's crazy to me. But sitting at DJ your music, you got to make sure that he have all versions of that song, from your acapella, your instrumental, your explicit, intro, outro, whatever the situation, what it is. But all I'm saying is that so that DJ can do more with your song. They don't understand it. And when I tell them that, a lot of them be like, they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, what are we doing? As an artist, you got to do your research before you want to get on the main stage. Because when you get on these podcasts and these shows and people go to asking you questions and you don't have the answer for it, then you like a deer in the headlights. So, I just think, we got to do more research of what we're doing. As far as I ask a lot of every week, I tell the artists, if you want your song played, make sure you send it to me before Wednesday. Send me clean versions if you want to be on the radio. And they don't do it. They'll send me the custom version and they'll send it to me the same day. Where I don't have time to go down through there and edit all the cursing out. I don't have time for that. I mean, come on, man. This is the thing is, I don't know where they was taught from, because the main thing is to get on the radio, not
Right.
social media, somebody Facebook Live. I mean, that's cool, but at the same time, when you're on the radio, everybody hear you. You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere. So if I'm not following jazz or Pinky, then I can't hear the song. So let's get it to the radio. So I tell the artists this all the time. Make sure you handle your business. Make sure your song is tagged correct. Make sure your artist name, all of that stuff has got to be correct, man. Because at the end of the day, when I'm scrolling to get ready to play your song and I don't see the name on it and I don't know it, well, I'm going on to the next. And I'm quite sure the other DJs do the same thing. I don't have time to do a research while I'm on the radio, So, we gotta handle our business correctly. To make sure we gotta be professional with it to make sure it get to where it need to be.
Well, the reason for that, Big O, is the fact that iTunes, Spotify, and all the rest of these platforms don't require you to make clean music anymore. And because you have those type of platforms, as well as the XM radio and YouTube and everything else that doesn't require you to have clean music, they don't care about the clean music. So why am I making a clean music? And Big O, I'm gonna give you a big shout out because you better than me. I am not editing somebody else's track. I am
Yeah,
not
I'm
the
just saying.
producer. I am not your production dude. I'm not your engineer. I am not editing your track so I can play it for you.
Right.
Right.
So I give you a big shout out. Hey, my guy.
Yeah.
Look, I don't do it all the time. but
And
but see, but the thing is, when I speak on that, now I'm kind of speaking, I didn't clarify myself. I'm speaking on the Southern Soul and the Blues side right now. So you don't hear them on XM radio. You're not gonna hear them there. So they got to do what they got to do correctly to be on the real radio because you don't get that on. You're not gonna find that type of music on XM radio. You see
right.
what I'm saying? You're not gonna find it. So you know where your music is being played. So let's do it the correct way so it can get played.
Right.
It's a lot of man, it's a lot of good music out here, but it never make it because artists are not handling their business, and DJs just look over it. And just like you just said, you're not gonna edit it. And you have people like that. We all are like that, but at the same time, you got a couple of us that will or whatever. But at the same time, you need to put it in a position where there's no doubt that my song is gonna get played. That's what
Right.
you're supposed to do.
Well, to piggyback on what both of you all stated, I'm a 70s child. And back in the 70s, 80s, and the 90s, when you purchased a song, you got an instrumental, you got a radio version, you got a club version, and you got an acapella. So I DJ at a club that's the owner of the club is a female, and she doesn't want to hear all that. So there are certain songs, Southern Soul wise, I can't play if it's cursing up a storm.
Mm-hmm.
Now we do got software now, stems where we can go in and create our own acapella and our instrumental, which is fine, but then we still got to get to know the song in order to bleep out a curse word. And I don't have time for that either. But they just need to know that in this industry to make it for the DJs to play your music, it's not that we don't want to play it. We can't play it if you cussing throughout the song. So
Mm-hmm.
if you can get back to the way it was, regardless of XM radio or whatnot, and I know we're in a different time era, but still
Oh
stay
yeah.
with the program. Present us with an acapella, an instrumental, a radio version, the original version, and then you'll get your music played. But if they're not listening, because I know I hear a bunch of DJs all across social media, tag your music properly, send a
Mhm.
photocopy of your picture, your album cover, send this, send that, and then they refuse. I don't know what it is. They refuse to do so, but yet they still want the DJ to play their music. Your music is not going to get played if we don't get the adequate information that we need to put your music out there.
Yeah. Well, I get a lot of track ones. I don't know what track one is. And I'm not,
Yeah,
it's
track
not for me to go back to email.
I ain't
Jasmine, I
lying.
know, Jasmine, I know you on the radio station. I'm sure when you check your emails, you get a lot of track ones or master. I don't know who master is. I don't know what track one is. Come on.
Master mix.
Yep, there
or,
you
or,
go.
or MP3 or MP4. I don't know who those
Uh,
are
Oh,
either.
wait. So tagging is important. So artists, I
It's
know
very
y'all
important.
listening. I see a few of them have tapped in. I mean, we're not here to do the work for you. I was always told, a DJ is good to have as your friend, but also a promoter is really good to have in your corner, artist. But you got to be in relationships. You got to, establish. But I'm like this too. I'm not playing no trash. And honestly, they can't handle constructive criticism. If you can't handle that, then this is not the business you need to be in. And Jasmine, I know you get a lot of steam coming to you, don't you?
Oh yeah, definitely all the time.
Because
Every day.
because you ain't putting the right people on the show. I'm sure you hear a lot of that, right?
That's it. That's it. That's it.
But
Everybody
but
want
you
an
know,
opportunity, and I feel like everybody deserves an opportunity, but there's a place and a time. And then
mm,
artists, you have to show your work. Being an artist like being an entrepreneur. You got to put time into what you're doing. You have to invest in yourself. So, I believe in paying or if promos is fine. And Big O will tell you, I pay artists who people say I never should have paid. But I don't try to devalue a person. But at the end of the day, though, as an artist, you have to invest in yourself. So yeah, you're gonna have to do some promos. You gonna have to get out there into some places and do some shows. And you can't do 4 and 5 shows in a 100-mile radius in 1 month. That ain't working. You seeing the
Nope.
same people in a 100-mile radius. So they think they're doing promo. No, you wasting your time doing that. So you got to have some sort of
and it don't hold longevity.
Exactly. You got to have some kind of structure about how you trying to get to where you trying to get to. And a lot of them, I feel like, are going about it the wrong way. So, until they figure that out, you guys might need to do a DJ retreat where you can kind of come in and educate, on how they should send the music to y'all, that kind of stuff. But I think some of it's going to start with maybe some of the old heads, teaching some of the new heads that are listening on how to get to where they are already.
But right there,
that was the key.
And
that
right
was the
there,
key
though,
word.
some of these old heads though are not helping some of the young ones.
Right.
You got some selfish people in the industry, not just artists, but DJs as well.
Correct.
That you got some selfish people, they're up there and they're not trying to help the next man because they're selfish.
But you know why? You know why? Because they're old school and they stuck in the old ways. And that's the thing. They know that's the thing. You gonna have to. I'm old school. 73, I came in here. I'm very old school, but at the same time, you got to get up with what's going on. And if you don't get up with what's going on, you're gonna be left behind. And that's just the bottom line. It was a conversation going on the other day about they were talking about the buttons on the sync button on your controllers. This is just an example I'm making. And my thing is, this is my thing. I don't care what you do on your board. Because first of all, these boards cost $2,000 and $3,000 now. So every button on there I'm gonna touch. Because if I pay that kind of money, I need to know what it's for. That's just the bottom line. That's just me. That's just my opinion. Everybody don't think like that. But at the same time, if I pay that kind of money, I need to work every button on there. If I'm not working, I'm at least know what it's for. So right. I say that to say this. Hey, there's some true turntablists out there, and it's fine, it's cool. But I listen to the dude saying, man, these DJs wouldn't work. They wouldn't last if they had to carry milk crates and this and that. Yeah, but they don't have to do that. So ain't no point of going back talking about that. They're making it better. They're making technology better where you don't have to do all of that stuff. And at the end of the day, it's the same thing. So, you don't, man, ain't nobody trying to go back to no milk crates carrying all them, come on, man, ain't nobody trying to do that no more. So, and that's what I would just tell people are going to have to get out of those old ways and understand that's what technology is doing. It's making it easier. It's pushing forward. And it's making it easier. So,
hey, big O,
don't want to teach.
Don't say that. Don't say that, because to me, if they did go back to them crates, we gonna lose a lot of DJs, my brother.
A lot.
Yeah, but and I agree with you to the fullest, but it's not going that way.
I feel you.
It's not going that way. So ain't no point of us even elaborating on that because it's not gonna go that way. But you 100% correct now.
Hey, but you know what the best part about being able to know how to carry them crates and having a turntable on the side? What happened when that computer crashed in the middle of the show?
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, that's true.
There you go.
That's true.
Right there.
But and that's so true. That's so true. But they got.
You don't know what to do.
And me personally, I carry 2 computers everywhere I go because I'm scared.
Hey, everybody don't think like me and you, man.
Yeah, you gotta.
Like me and you.
See, but now that goes back to what we're saying about teaching. See, that's what I'm saying. See, you gotta tell the when you get ready to teach, you gotta make these DJs. Understand. You just gotta have 2 of everything when you DJing. You just about got, because this is man-made. Anything could tear up. Every time something tear up when you on that stage, every time something happen on that stage, and you just the DJ, you're not even the sound guy, but who they look at on stage if something happens, if the song stops. You might hear something, fire the DJ, kill him. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You know
And
what
but
I'm saying? But at the same time, everybody's looking at the DJ.
You
yeah,
plugged in at
Like
the
I
same
said,
time.
yeah. But you
when you
know what
teaching, you
though?
gotta make sure to be prepared.
But you know what? It doesn't matter if you carrying crates of records, CDs, whatever floats your boat. If you can't
Hmm.
keep that dance flow going, it don't matter
That did
that you
right.
spent over 20,000 on your equipment or
That's right.
whatever. If you can't keep the
I agree.
flow of that dance flow going, you ain't
Yeah,
done your
you
job.
gotta control that crowd. If you can't control your crowd, you just playing music anyway. I mean, we got anybody can go buy a Bluetooth and play all the hottest music. I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you gotta know what you're working with. You know, you got
right.
your head got to be on swivel all night long. You watching what's coming in that door. You watching what's sit down. You watching who in. You got to watch everything. You got to watch. I'm watching toe tapping, shoulder moving. I'm watching them drink because I'm knowing if they keep drinking, hold
Yeah,
on, they're gonna have to make a
they
move.
gonna have to.
It's gonna get better.
Right.
And when they make that move, now that's when you mash on the gas. So
Yeah, there you go.
it's so many ways that you have to look at it. Everybody's different. That's the thing. Everybody's different, but a lot of people don't understand it. I'm not going to a party to DJ for DJ Bell. I'm not DJing for him because he's standing over in the corner. I'm just making an example. But we that's what we do. We get 10 to get caught up because we see another DJ in there. No, dude, that DJ didn't hire you. You got a DJ for these people out here.
That's it.
And 9 times out of 10, the person that hired you, they already done told you what type of crowd it's gonna be. You know, we love old school R&B, we love blues, we love old school hip hop. They gonna tell you. So it's your job to prepare yourself for that. And again, if we're gonna teach, we got to teach it right, and we have to
Yeah,
explain it. But the youngsters got to listen as well. So yeah,
yeah,
so
because you got
it's
some that
really
don't want to listen. They want to
don't
go
want to
on
listen.
their own path.
Yeah.
You don't know what you talking about. You just let me do this. I got this.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's
And
right.
when
You
you
have
fall and you come back and tell me, uh, you told me so. Yeah, I told you so.
Mm.
All right. Well,
Tell
look.
people all the time, it ain't about being the best. It's about doing what you're supposed to do when you get in that position. So, and when you get in that position, you got to make sure you handle things correctly. And I guarantee you'll be able to go to that place 2 times, 3 times. The same place you go back to it. So you get up in there, you're trying to get jump out of your lane. That's when you run into a brick wall right there. That's when you run into a brick wall.
Mhm. All right. Do any one of you guys want to ask Mr. Jasmine something? Mr. Jasmine, you want to ask any of the other DJs something before we move on? Because I know you know old, but I'm just saying it's something you want to ask these others.
Well, I know. Oh, I don't know the other two, but I think both they in Texas, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. But how is the Southern Soul scene out there in Dallas area? Is it like it is in Mississippi, or is it still hadn't picked up out that way yet?
I'm not in Dallas. I'm in Killeen. So I
You
can
in
just
Okay.
yeah.
He further down from Houston, right? That's further past
Nah,
Houston.
Okay, gotcha.
no. I'm in Central Texas. I'm between Dallas, Houston, Austin, and San Antonio.
Yeah. I've
Okay.
been to Killeen before, down in Fort Hood.
Yeah, well, Fort
Yeah.
Cavazos. Come on,
Yeah.
call it.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
so I can say here we actually have a pretty good Southern Soul following. Because
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bell County out here every year they have a big Southern Soul extravaganza in December. And of course they
Wow.
have all the big heavy hitters come out here. You know, the King George, Miss Nelly Tiger, and all them come out here
Gotcha.
every
Mm-hmm.
December. And I'm talking about they sell out. They sell out. So it's actually a pretty good Southern Soul following in this area between the Temple, Killeen, Fort Hood, Copper Stove, Belton, all that area. Yeah, we got it good. We got it good. The spot where I used to DJ at, man, they be because we had 2 DJs. And so the DJ in the front, he would do Southern Soul basically all night. I do a little bit in the back. But they should know, like O said, they done been drinking all night. Come 12 o'clock, I ain't playing no more Southern Soul.
Yeah, it's messing on the gas time.
I used to call that the ratchet hour. So we was
Yeah.
going,
Yeah.
from 12 to 2, it's time to go down. You want to hear some more of that Southern Soul, go up front, my man got you. But don't come in
Right.
the back with that. No.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
But
right.
but don't get me wrong. I love me some Southern soul. I
Mhm.
mean, even when it was blues, I loved it back then.
Mhm.
Because I used to listen to us, and I used to think and my mother and my grandparents used to mess with me because I'm listening to Slick Rick and all the rest. I'm like, y'all just as nasty as we were. If not even more nasty. I remember the first time I heard Marvin Cease, I said, "Oh my."
Right. My man.
Mm,
I said, "Oh my, this what they listen to," and they got the audacity to talk about what I'm listening to.
Right.
It was a
Right.
clean,
right.
it was a cleaner way of saying it though.
Right. It
Hold up,
it
hold up.
was
I heard Marvin Cease one night clean about what he said.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Sir
Marvin
Charles,
was a little Marvin was
Sir,
uncut.
come on now, Sir Charles got a song called what? Straight
I
what?
I know.
Straight what?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Okay, then. I'm talking about to the point. To the point.
I was just trying to fix it up a little bit. That's all.
yeah.
And Pinky, question for you too, Miss Pink.
Yes, sir.
No, earlier I was on your page earlier, and DJ, I don't know the guy, but he was saying about how other DJs are trying to claim ownership and they lock out other DJs out of major events. So I was trying to get an understanding of what was the actually saying
Yeah,
about
yeah,
how
clarify that
DJs.
because I want to know the
Okay,
understand.
that's
I
that's
wanted to know that too.
okay. That's Randy Sarton, if I'm not mistaken. That's the
Yeah,
name.
I don't know him though. Yeah.
Okay, his name is
I know it.
DJ Country Boy.
Okay.
Yeah, I know Country Boy.
I can't speak
So
for him.
I'm trying to get it. I'm saying, how can they say that the new DJs are knocking other DJs out of major events when when you do your thing, you showing or you proving where you should be or what stage you should be on.
Okay, I'm gonna put it. This gonna be my answer. If
Okay,
you're not on social media, if you're not coming out to these shows, if you're not making yourself relevant, nobody's going to know who you are.
got you.
Yeah, how I know to come what to come looking for you at if
That's
you
what I'm
good.
saying. So you have to come out and show your face. You got to get out and meet people. You got to show people what you do. Um, if you're not on social media heavy, then you need to have your demo video. Hey, I'll come to your place. Mr. Jasmine, look, I'm DJ Pinky. Here's my card. Check me out. I mean, you got to present yourself
You have to
in order.
sell yourself.
You got to sell it. So I can't sit here and say that somebody's blocking me because sometimes you block your own blessings.
Right.
Mhm.
That's true.
I've
That's
been
true.
getting
That's
out.
true.
I hang with other DJs, and I'm not looking for other DJs to get me on. I'm gonna get myself on
Step on.
because I'm gonna do
Hmm.
what I gotta do to get me where I need to be. But right now,
Hmm.
the way that I'm moving, I know God got me, and hey, it's up from here. 2024, I claimed this last year, so things have been moving up for me. Like I said, I worked with Nelly as her DJ. I got out and I got to meet other artists. I got to meet promoters. I got to meet other DJs. So SRJR, I've been working with them. We was at Spring Fling, and you had over 30 some thousand people, and I tell you, if they wasn't there, then that's on them. And like you say, sometimes you got to pay your way, you know.
Yeah.
But for him to say that, I can't speak on his behalf because I don't know
Yeah.
what he was thinking. But
Got you. Got
yeah,
Uh,
but as
I'm gonna
for me,
piggyback on that.
go
I'm gonna
ahead.
piggyback on that and take it another direction. Uh, we also need a class for DJ etiquette too, as well, because I had to learn this early in the game. Uh, let's say you call Big O and you want him to do a show for you. A lot of us DJs, we tend to run our mouth before the ink is dry on the contract. And you out here running off at the mall. Oh, I'm finna DJ for King George and Tucker and la 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 la. And they just slipped out and said the promoter's name. The next thing happen is you get a phone call. Well, Big O, I'm sorry, no need, we're gonna not be able to use you now. And he's looking puzzled because it was a done deal. Because he ran his mouth, somebody went behind his back and lowballed him.
you.
And now
Okay.
you got that DJ, another
But
DJ
but
on your.
but 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 now, let me stop you right there. That's why you get your deposit. So I'm
Exactly. That's
telling
why
you
you
right now, when you get that deposit, ain't no deposit because they know that when they bag up that deposit, that money on down the drain.
Right.
So
But
that's why I tell people all the time, hey man, business is business and it's got
yeah,
to be handled correctly because I
correct.
guarantee back off, no, if you tell it, let's just say you DJing, let's just say for $700, I'm just making an example, and you tell them you want 350 up front of that. Well, get what? You ain't gonna worry about him. He locked with you. Cause he ain't finna let no $350 go down the drain like that off what
Right.
somebody else told him.
Right.
Not gonna happen. Ain't
And,
nobody. That's the business part of it that you gotta make sure you get your deposits, man, because
you
Well,
froze.
it was
Well,
$7. Now I'm gonna feel some type of way because I didn't waste a day.
yeah.
But you know you got a lot of DJs out there that will do that. They will go behind your back. They call yourself your friends, and they go and lowball you
Mm-hmm.
or whatever they do, and then now they on the show and you looking confused like what the hell happened.
well, I will attest to that. Say the same thing that you just said. That you got too many that they will undercut you. They will undercut you and
They
talk
will
back.
definitely do it.
And that's instead of being on the same team, we in the same city, we doing the same stuff. We all should be getting the same dollar from everybody. But you too busy want that light. You want that light. You don't want to really do it because you love to do it. You want that light. And and that's where the problem lies at when it comes to what I think what that gentleman was saying about people trying to take ownership. I mean, but it's business. Any business is cutthroat. So, somebody was going to try to take somebody else out or try to talk bad about somebody else or try to do somebody else dirty instead of just coming all together and saying, yo, this is what we're doing. This is how much we paying. I don't care. And they could be like, yo, call so-and-so. He going to tell you the same thing or she going to tell you the same thing. But no, it's not like that. Everybody wants to
Right.
be their own person.
Right.
And I get it,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not that guy. If you come to me,
You have to know the market that you in anyway.
but that's true. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you my price. If you like it, you love it, okay, cool. You don't like it, go get what you get. And
Carry on.
when you get what you get, and it's not what you wanted, don't call me back and say this, that, and the third.
That price gonna be different. Ooh.
It's gonna
Right.
be.
Man,
It's
And
gonna
say
be
it
talk
totally
again.
about
different.
that all the time.
But
And then I have a question for the promoter in the house in reference to I believe this question is going to be directed for DJs and artists as well because there's a big uh I don't want to say misconception, but in reference to how the promoter pays the artists or the DJs. Do you pay some promoters want to pay with the door and present the artists and the DJs their funds after the show. And there are some that want to present the funds right before everything begins, which I believe will be the appropriate way to pay everybody before the show begins.
Well, anybody that know me, and I used to do a show every month. I'm gonna pay my people before the show. If not before, gonna be doing the show. I ain't waiting on dough money because dough money ain't guaranteed.
There you go.
And I gotta have my people money to them before they leave there.
So
I don't
what do
believe in
money
not
out of
paying
sight?
nobody.
What does money out of sight make a motherfucker fight? Listen,
So,
now, I'm gonna be real with you now. The way it's supposed to go. The way it's supposed to go. But a lot of people didn't run away from this because of that buddy system and don't understand that
Right.
that's gonna be the one to get you in the end. The buddy gonna be the one to get you in the end. But now
I
I'm gonna
don't
tell you,
play that buddy. I want my money.
once when you make that phone call, you need to have that deposit, cash app,
Yep.
Apple Pay, whatever you need to do. Okay.
exactly.
After that, when I pull up on the scene, before any piece of equipment come out my truck, I need to get paid. I ain't got nothing to do with no door. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. You call me to do a job, and you call me to be there to do the job. So I've done what I'm supposed to do, and that's get there. So when I get there, I need to get my bread. Now I can give you the performance you want, cause I can't perform if I ain't got no money in my pocket.
Right.
And then as artists, some artists get their money doing sound check or right after sound check.
You said you gonna walk out the door.
You said I can't play while I'm
Mhm.
stressed.
Mhm.
I know my
Yeah,
last two
right.
my last two gigs, I got my full amount. I got my deposit, and then a couple of days leading to the event, I was shocked. My cash app, everything going off. They paid me in full total 3 days before the event.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Vibration, I
Mm-hmm.
want you to put that in your contract. 'Cause my
Hmm.
I mean,
contract,
no, they could pay me when I get there because I want to feel
huh?
like I
Yeah.
got something. Yeah, no.
No.
But no, but I get half of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
get your
But then when I
deposit.
get there,
Yeah,
give
no,
me the
that's what
rest.
I'm
Yeah.
saying. I
But
get the
I'm just saying,
deposit ahead
I've
of
had
time.
But
somebody
Yeah.
to pay me all at one time, and I'm like, no, hold some of it, baby. Make me feel like I'm doing something when I.
Yeah, doing yeah,
No,
like you playing for nothing.
no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. I
Oh.
like that
you get
mindset, but I guess over the years you've been you get shot in the foot too many times. Now, I need my deposit when you sign my contract, and I need the rest of my funds 24
mm-hmm.
hours before your event.
But that's what's on my contract. But
Exactly.
I'm just
Exactly.
saying my last two clients, they paid me like 3 days before.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, they
I
paid me
sleep
three
good
days
at night.
before.
I sleep
Yeah.
good at night.
Hmm.
Mm.
Sleep good when you when the money in there before 3 days before. Oh,
Yeah, they paid me 3 days. I didn't. I looked, my cash app going off, and I'm look like, oh, okay.
look, I sleep good then. I sleep and
Hey,
then set up time is extremely early. Oh, you done got my
Mr. Hold on, Mr. Jasmine. I have one of the artists on here, Mr. Wilt. He asked, can you give him your email address? I guess he want to
Uh,
sing you the music.
he can send the Candy Factory 1203 at yahoo.com. Yahoo.com. That's Candy with a K, Kandy Factory 1203 at yahoo.com.
Okay, did y'all hear that? Candy Factory, Candy with a K. You said Candy Factory 12?
1203
1203 at
at
yahoo.com.
yahoo.com. And
And
if
he
I get it, Big O got it. So
okay, so y'all artists, make sure y'all tap in because between these two right here, they gonna be real cause you gonna tell the truth, right? You ain't gonna lie to them, are you?
I'm going to tell them the truth. I know Big O going to tell them the truth.
I trained them well. Trust me. I trained them well, baby. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I got a reputation just as well as the artist got a reputation, and I'm gonna uphold my reputation.
And they gotta understand sometimes, and Mr. Jasmine, I'm sure you probably gonna agree with this. I hear a lot
Mm-hmm.
of promoters say, they bring people because they want to put booty in the seats. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You know,
That's right.
that be the main thing. But some of the newer artists just feel like, hey, how do I get a break though? How can I get that chance, that opportunity? That's the thing that keeps coming out. Like, what can I do? What do they need to do differently, possibly?
Every promoter not going to do that. I'm just going to be honest with you. You got some promoters, they not going to put you on the show till
Mm-mm,
they see
mm-mm,
where you done made it or you almost done made it. Me, I mean,
mm-hmm.
if you listen to our show, just about every person who's been through to our show knew either I put them on the show or I got them coming up on the show. I always do a new artist when I do a show. I mean, I got a show coming up in November, and I got a new artist gonna be there on that show there too. And I got really two guys who kind of new and up and coming. So end of the day, I would say just go out and try to network with the promoter. And then when you get on that stage, you gotta give 100%. And if you give 100% on that stage and they like you, they gonna book you anyway. I mean, you ain't got to be worried about them not wanting to put on the show. But when you get on that stage, you got to show why they want you to come back and get on stage again.
Okay, well, I'm gonna ask you this. Well, since you touched on that, now, ooh, I've seen some people get on a show and track shows
Mm.
versus a band show. What's your take on that? What do you prefer?
I like band show. That's just me. And my next show, I got LPJ, his band coming, LJ Edgar, his band coming. You know what I'm saying? I like a band show. But sometimes in Mississippi, people don't want to pay for a band show. So that's why you see a lot of track shows now. That band gonna cost you a little bit more. So are the people willing to spend that extra $10 ticket to bring that band there? A lot of times, Mississippi, we're stuck on that $20, $25 mark. In artist price, they steady going up. So as a promoter, I gotta look at how can I make my money back on this show I'm about to have. Can I really charge $25 and make money to cover this show? Or do I need to charge $35 to make the money to cover the show? So at the end of the day, it's all about business. It got to make sense.
Okay, I agree. As a DJ, I sit back and I hear a lot of things. As lately, I've been doing videography work, and I'm behind the scenes, so I'm seeing a lot, I'm hearing a lot, and you got some artists that just sing over, the tracks.
That's garbage.
They don't have the instrumental, they
Yeah.
just singing with the tracks. And I hear a lot of people complaining because one lady was like, she's like, well, I could just play my radio.
Karaoke. I mean, as an artist, you shouldn't want to sing over your track. As an artist, take out the time, do your instrumental with the background vocals, and get out and perform your song. If you singing over a track, I don't know if you singing, if you're not singing. And a lot of people do that because they can't sing.
Hmm.
A lot of people can't sing. Now you ain't got a whole lot of blowers in Southern Soul. Now don't get me wrong, you got some that can blow, but everybody can't sing in Southern Soul, so that's why they do that.
That's it. And you're right. Yeah, I want to ask him anything, but I do know something. I do know one thing. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Jason A and her band, oh man, they cold. They cold with it. She could sing with music or without the music. She could do it. LJ's Echo Band, man, they hot. They bad. You know,
Yeah.
I haven't had the opportunity to hear FPJ with his band, but I heard him without the band. I've heard Tucker with his band, J1. And the way that him and his band work together, man, they're amazing. They put on a show.
Yeah, with a band, you can do more with a band. With a track show, you limited to what you can do as an artist. But when you bring that band element there, I mean, the sky's the limit. You can take it here, there, left, right, front, back, because you had you have that availability because you had that band there. But with that track, you one way. You got to follow that track to that track in, and you through.
Unless you got the right DJ. If you got
Correct.
your own personal DJ, and if they know how to work it can go. But
Oh yeah.
a lot of them don't even want to hire, their own, DJ. They'll go with what they got. Well, I just
Yeah.
play this or that. And honestly, it's to where now I feel like this. Artists, I hope y'all listening. If y'all know that y'all got a track show, send that track show, email it, find out who the DJ is and email it. They want to come plug these drives up. A lot of times they buy them cheap ones and they don't work. So then
And we
you
don't
looking at
do
us.
CDs.
Yeah, and then you get mad at us because it's not working, but we don't want no viruses. We got viruses,
Right.
but we don't want all that. Get with that promoter.
Well,
And I feel like this, if they got somebody that they if you got somebody that you want to be with, like just say for instance, they want to come to the Candy Factory. Okay, you just gave them the information to reach you, and this man works at the radio station, you guys, 90.1. Get your music to him and let them go over it, review it. And like you said, if you in the area, if you're an hour away, come to the radio station, come sit down and talk to you. You and Big O there every Wednesday. Come sit
It
down,
was-
talk to them. You might get that opportunity. But some people, and I'm gonna tell you this, an artist hit me up and said, well, Pinky, I done paid a lot of money and I'm not hearing this. They gotta understand you can't break a record in a day. Sometimes breaking a record can take years. It can take years and it takes money. You can send somebody 200 or 300. That's not going to break your track. Even
Right.
with social media, you got to know what you're doing with it in order to, make it move. I mean, you and O can do so much, but they got to put in the work too. Y'all can't expect Jazma, Bell, Vivacious, myself, or O, and all the other DJs to make things happen like that. Y'all got to do the work, artists. Y'all got to help us out too.
And if I'm an artist, it's okay to pay a DJ. But when I'm gonna put my money and going to get on these shows, if the promoter can give me nothing but a gas money, hotel room to get there, I'm gonna put my money in myself going to these shows and present to the people. Because once they start hearing your music, they're gonna request your song on the radio anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get the people out there on your side. You know what I'm saying? That's where your marketing come in at. Your TikTok, all your social media, all that kind of stuff. As an artist, you got to put together a good marketing plan in order to break that record. I mean, if you don't do that, you just wasting your time. You can pay all the money you want to be DJ, but if you ain't marketing right, you still wasting your time.
That part right there. And I had an artist to come up to me. I was doing a show. I was actually doing a track show for a birthday bash. And they had some artists performing. This guy came up to me. He had a drive and he had some CDs. He said, I don't know what you got, what you play, but he said, here's my drive, here's my CD. If you ain't heard me, you're gonna hear me now. And then he just walked off. He's like he just dropped the mic. I said, well, okay. So when the show ended, I got in my truck and I was headed back home and I put the drive in and I was listening. I said, oh, I said, wow, nice. He had gave me his info. I hit him up. I said, where you been hiding? You know, that's how you do. Come to the DJ booth. If you see a DJ up there, hey, get that music out to him. If you know a DJ or you know somebody that can get it to that DJ, get it out there to him. But make sure you got your stuff tagged properly. I mean, metadata is important. Fleet DJs is having a 13th annual music conference, July the 18th through the 22nd. We're gonna be in Orlando, Florida. Like you said, the retreat. Core, they call theirs a retreat. So we have a music conference. I mean, we have people from all over the world that comes. We have panels that actually give out all this information. But you have to invest in yourself. You just can't just walk up there and think you just gonna come. I mean, you gotta pay something in order to get the knowledge that they're giving. You got photographers there, videographers there, you got bloggers there, you got everything that makes up the industry to help get you out there and to get you more exposed. But if you're gonna sit back and be lazy and just think, hey, just cause I know Mr. Jazz, he gonna put me on, that's not how that go. Oh, I know D Bell, he gonna help me. Oh, I know Big O. I don't look for no handouts. I don't look for O. I don't look for none of these other DJs to get me on. I'm gonna do what I do. You know, somebody thought having this podcast was, some BS. But like I said, it's a way to get information out because I've been looking, the numbers been going up and down. People tapping in, they're seeing. SRJR Production said, Mr. Jazma, one more time for the record. What's that email again?
Kandy with a K, Kandy Factory 1203 at yahoo.com.
That's Kandy Factory 1203 at yahoo.com. And that
Kandy with a K.
With a K. So y'all make sure that y'all tap in because, hey, he's the man with the plan. I went to his establishment a few months back. It is very nice. And you can tell that he put some money into it. He's investing in himself and his business. And that's the only way you're going to make it. You got to put money in it. I mean, his sound system is, woo.
If you're going to do it, you got to do it right.
He has this big old building, you guys. Bell Vivacious, if y'all go in there, he got the foam up at the top. I mean, the sound it's amazing. He got lighting in there. The stage is nice. I mean, very nice setup. And I'm applauding because I've seen some of the stuff he's done, and he have brought some great artists there. And I can't say that too much about other promoters, but so far what I've seen, he's been on the up and up, and I like.
And look, and starting with WNPR, we're going to start doing a new artist showcase every first Sunday. So any new artist, send us your music, give us your name. It's going to be the Southern Soul Power Hour along with WNPR 90.1 every first Sunday. We're going to bring in 5 new and upcoming artists, and we're going to have it's going to be like a contest. And in October, the first Sunday in October, we're going to have a winner, and we're going to let them open up for one of our big shows.
Okay. Now, see, that's nice. Yeah, I want to give any closing remarks before we close out.
I'm trying to think of something else to ask him in reference to the promoter, because I mean it's so many questions to ask that we all came across with the promoters and stuff on basically how you make your selection of what artists you're gonna pick to be on the show.
Well, I mean, that's part of just find out what's good in your market, the area in, and who is actually being played on the radio, who DJs are playing, who people want to see. Because at the end of the day, I mean, when I first started, I was bringing bands, people didn't know about. Like, I mean, I had Mississippi. Nobody really knew who Mississippi was when I had him in my place. On my first year opening up. So, but now a lot of people know him. So it's all about timing when you're promoted for bringing the right artists in, and just making sure that the people are geared up to come out and see them. Because at the end of the day, they want who's paying their money.
That's right.
And if
Okay.
folks say they want to see punts and booties in the seats.
That's it.
Yeah, but I applaud you with the new artists because not too many promoters, go out and try to get the artists to give them that little exposure. So I applaud you for that, for bringing in the new talent, letting them get the exposure that they need to get out there.
Oh yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Bill, you got anything before we shut it down?
I have no question because everything he's doing, it sounds like it's a beautiful thing. I mean, I wish I lived in Mississippi, or shoot, just let us know when the next show. Maybe I could slide in to come watch one of these shows because.
Hey, that's why I was asking, brother. I don't mind moving around a little bit.
You want to do some things down here? Get at me. We
But-
can make some things happen.
But while y'all on this platform, give y'all information just in case artists want to hit you guys up too. Bill, give the artists your information so they can reach out to you as well.
They can find me on Facebook at Derek Bell. That's DERRECK. You can find me on Instagram, DJ D Bell. You can email me at djdbell.fleetdjs@gmail.com. I reply back to everything, unless you talking some BS.
Vivacious.
I'm DJ Vivacious. You can catch me at Patricia Western on Facebook. You can also catch me on Facebook at DJ Vivacious. You can catch me on Instagram, DJ Vivacious, and you can catch me on the email at djvivacious.fleetdjs at gmail.com.
All right, Mr. Jazma, you want any closing remarks?
No, I think it was a good podcast. Some good points were brought out. At the end of the day, I think it's all about everybody working together to make this Southern Soul thing work. And if I can help anybody out in any kind of way, just let me know. My phone number 601-906-7084. I work better by the phone.
That's it. And that's how I feel. And y'all already know how to find me. I want to thank you, lady. I want to thank you, gentlemen, for giving me this time, for letting the world see, hey, we can all come together, we can work together because everybody can eat. That's the one thing they're not getting. Everybody can eat, but you got to be smart about it. You got to work together. And I think, Mr. Jazz, you said earlier on when we first started, you got to know your worth.
That's it.
If you don't know your worth, you're going to forever be in the shadows. So I want to thank you for the platform that you have in helping, upcoming artists and helping the artists. I want to thank the artists for giving us, some giving us this great music. I can't speak for everybody, but I want to thank them for their platform, the producers. Everybody plays a part, and I want to thank each and every one. Our DJs, salute to you guys, because, hey, we work hard, so we're going to all need each other. We work hand in hand. But I say, may God bless and keep each and every one of you, and may you guys have continuous success. And this is it for tonight, you guys. Much love, and we out.
We out.